Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Adam Burke from BangTheBook.com, coming to you with a look at the Friday night game in Week 3 of the college football season between the Washington State Cougars and the Houston Cougars. So a battle of Cougars here in this one. We got a great game coming up here on Friday night. Over at BangTheBook.com, we got a lot of great stuff coming your way throughout the week, including NFL power ratings from Danny Vorgs, off to a good start in Week 1. A fantastic preview from James Mazzola of this week's military tribute at the Greenbrier as the PGA Tour comes back around, start of the 2019-2020 season. Not just that preview from James, but also right here on our Bang the Book YouTube channel, we have a video preview of this event from Brian Blessing, who also did 3 NFL games for us this week, including Eagles-Falcons on Sunday night and then Browns and Jets on Monday night. My Week 3 college football power ratings are posted over at BangTheBook.com. Also, some situational betting tips for this week. WNBA playoff preview, that starts on Wednesday night. NASCAR playoffs start this weekend. So plenty of stuff going on over at the website right now. All right, so game 107-108 here. Washington State and Houston. Washington State, a 9-point favorite in this one. Total of 75. Very robust total for this game at NRG Stadium, which is where the Houston Texans play. So not a true home game for the Houston Cougars, but still down in the Houston area, of course. Washington State here so far this year, second in yards per play, 9.62. Probably what you would come to expect from a pass-happy offense like Washington State's, but also they've played New Mexico State and Northern Colorado. So they've really run it up on a couple of very, very inferior teams to open up the season here. Now, that being said, you got to give Mike Leach a lot of credit. Seems like he's had a different starting quarterback every year for about the last 5 or 6 years there up in Pullman. This time around, it's Anthony Gordon, who is 60 of 74, 884 yards, 9 touchdowns, 1 pick so far in the year. And also, Washington State, 6.4 yards per carry. So they are moving the football at will. Once again, it was against some inferior opponents, but it's not like Houston has a great defense. And in fact, Houston losing its best player from last year's defense in Ed Oliver. And even with Ed Oliver last year, 37 points per game allowed and 5.9 yards or 5.6 yards per play for this Cougars defense. So they did have some problems last year in terms of stopping the opposition. Now they've got some new some new coaches, new coordinators, all kinds of different stuff there. And in fact, actually, it is 5.9 yards per play. So they gave up a lot of chunk plays last year, a lot of points last year. It's very hard to see them slowing down this Washington State attack. Now, the thing about Houston is this. They did have 400 yards against Oklahoma, 241 of them coming on the ground, a lot of scrambles from De'Aaron King in that game. I'd be worried here about this Houston offense. First of all, you've got to wonder if they'll try to run the football to slow down that Washington State air raid. If they do, I think that's problematic because you want the ball in De'Aaron King's hands. So whether it's an option play or he's going to throw the football, he's your best playmaker on both sides of the ball. It's got to be him. It's got to be his game. And the problem with that here so far is that De'Aaron King's only completed 54% of his passes through 2 games. Even against Prairie View A&M last time out, 15 of 26 for 139 yards. So maybe he's having some trouble picking up this Dana Holgorsen scheme. A lot of his skill position guys are back, so it's not that. I don't know what's going on with De'Aaron King here, but so far, not a great fit for this Dana Holgorsen offense. And that's the problem when you go up against Washington State. If you punt too many times, you're going to lose and lose badly. You have to go score for score with Washington State. And when you look at the line movement here in the market for this game, up from 6.5 to 9, obviously, this is pretty telling from the sharp bettors that are out there getting down on this game early in the week that they don't expect Houston to be able to go score for score with Washington State. I don't expect that to be the case either, even though my pure power rating on this game is kind of in the 7.5 or 8 range. I still like Washington State in this spot. Haven't seen much from De'Aaron King, and you've got to think that this Washington State offense, look, they have a lot of success in non-conference games. When they play teams that see them all the time, that know what to expect, a little bit easier. It is very hard to have your scout team running this type of Washington State air raid offense because a lot of teams just don't have that type of capability with their underclassmen and their third and fourth string quarterbacks. So it's tough to prep for Washington State. I think you've got to hit the ground running against them, and I don't think Houston can do that. So we'll take the Cougars here -9 in Friday night's matchup. I'm Adam Burke for BangTheBook.com.